Hello, everybody. This is Tony Swantek. I want to welcome you to the Fast Start training. If you're watching this video, I imagine you're probably interested in finding out what it takes to find success with ACN. And no matter how big your long-term goal is, and we've got people that, literally whether they want to make $500 or $1,000 a month, and we've helped tons of people do that. We've got people making $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month, $20,000 a month, $30,000 a month. We've got people making over 6 figures a month. Every single month, and they've done it for years. And that's a huge long-term goal, but no matter how big your long-term goal is, if you want to make 10 grand a month, before we get there, we need to help you earn $1,000 in your first 7 to 10 days. And the beauty of that is if you bring new people onto your team, you're going to want to help them do the same thing. Because if you help your new people earn $1,000 fast, that's going to equal big income, huge income for you and your family. It's a very simple process. To help you earn $1,000 in your first 7 to 10 days, there's 4 steps. And I'll run through them real briefly for you on this Fast Start training. The first step is to set up your online storefront and get qualified. We want to do that immediately. After that, the second step is to build a 100 names list. Third, we want to show 20 people the ACN overview within your first 72 hours of partnering with ACN. And fourth, and probably most importantly, is we're going to train you every step of the way exactly what it takes to go out and do that. Now, once you sign up as an IBO, your storefront is up and ready to go instantly. So we want to drive 3 services through your storefront to help you qualify for up to $3,000 a month in team customer acquisition bonuses, or TCABs. Now, if you look at all these partner services, the Sprint, Nextel, Verizon, T-Mobile, AT&T, Dish Network, DirecTV, ADT Home Security, CenturyLink, Comcast, Time Warner, Cox, all these huge companies, Zoom, so if somebody's got gas and electricity in one of our energy markets, what you need to do is think about this. Look at all these different partner companies. Between all your friends, all your family members, your neighbors, do you think it's possible to have 3 people go to your online storefront and each get one of these services? I think we can all do that. Is it possible that one person might get 3 services or more in their own household? And that's great. If your mother got onto your online storefront and grabbed a cell phone, home phone, internet, TV, boom, that's more than 3 services right there. That would qualify you, and that's the first step in putting yourself in position to make up to $3,000 a month in TCABs, team customer acquisition bonuses. Now, the beauty of it is the 3 services don't all have to be outside your own household. You can actually become your own customer. 2 of those services, and I recommend getting as many services as possible, but 2 of the services that you need the 3 out of can be from your own household. Now, I recommend grabbing a couple business services, the ACN Digital Phone for Business and the ACN Flash Wireless Cell Phone for Business. Now, for customers, I don't usually recommend these things, but a customer, our goal really is to help them save money on their bills, and at the same time, they can help feed children here in the United States that might not know where their next meal is going to come from. Now, I recommend for business owners, they get an ACN Digital Phone and an ACN Flash Wireless Cell Phone, but bottom line is you're the CEO of your own company. You can take my recommendations and throw them in the garbage, or you can put them into action. The reason most people you partner up will put it into action, most people are pretty business-minded these days. When I first partnered with ACN, I was kind of more of an employee mindset, and it was kind of like pulling teeth for me. It was kind of like, you wouldn't want someone opening a McDonald's franchise and having them eat at Wendy's every day for lunch, but I just didn't have that business owner mindset. And most people these days have kind of shifted, and most people are thinking more outside the box and thinking more like business people, and they're going to grab an ACN Digital Phone and an ACN Flash Wireless Phone right away for their business for a few reasons. One, it's a write-off. So they're going to get some tax advantages just by getting a digital home phone that they use for business, and by getting an ACN cell phone that they just use for business, there's tax write-offs. Also, if you utilize the Strive for 5 program, they're going to get their cell phone for free, their home phone for free, and at the same time, by qualifying for those free services, you actually feed 100 additional meals to hungry children here in the United States. So there's some great things that we're able to do by helping people hit that Strive for 5 program and helping them get free cell phones, free digital phones, and if you look at the Strive for 5 there, it's basically getting 5 outside customers. So if you grab a Flash wireless cell phone and then you have 5 outside customers, 5 customers outside of your household, they get the Flash wireless phone, yours is free. Your service is completely free. Now, the beauty of the Flash wireless or the ACN digital, it's simple to get customers outside of the house. The digital home phone, $24.99 a month, unlimited calling to 130 plus countries. The ACN Flash wireless cell phone, I've got unlimited everything. On the Sprint network, you can choose the Verizon network as well, but I've got unlimited everything. I'm on the Sprint network. Unlimited calling, unlimited text, unlimited data. After tax, $50.31 is what I used to pay. But I got my 5 outside customers, now my cell phone's free. And at the same time, on top of getting that free cell phone, if we help you do that, we help you get your free ACN digital business phone that you're using, that's going to feed 100 additional meals to children that might not know where their next meal is going to come from. Now, how do we go get those outside customers? There's a script that we want to follow. And I'm not one to tell people, hey, you have to follow scripts word for word. Obviously, you want to put a little bit of your own personality into your script, but bottom line, this is a script that you're going to want to follow pretty much word for word. So when we get customers, we're really going to ask them for a favor. We don't want to try and pitch them. We don't want to try and sell them. So when you first partner up, one of my first customers was my mom. So you can call up someone that's real close to you, the good friend, good family member that you know, always looking to help you out. Say, Mom, listen, can you do me a huge favor? I'm working with a company that offers services that most people use every day, like your home phone, TV, cell phone, internet, your gas and electricity. However, when you use one of our services, you're supporting a charity that focuses on feeding children in need. Very simply, when you become one of my customers, a child gets fed each and every month for as long as you remain a customer. In addition, if I acquire a certain amount of customers this month, we can also provide an additional 100 meals to hungry children, and I'm only a couple customers away from my goal. So here's the favor, Mom. If I can offer you a service that you are already using, could you do me a huge favor? Help me out and become one of my customers. If you read that script, they're going to say yes. I'm just telling you, the majority of people are going to say yes. They want to help you out, and they would love to be a part of feeding hungry children here in the United States. Once they say yes, you say, great, I've got a couple questions I need to ask you. Let me ask you a couple questions real quick. Do you have a minute or two? Sure. Great. Do you have a home phone? Who's the provider? How much is the cost? Do you have internet? Who do you have? How much? TV, cell phone, gas, electric, home security. Who do you have? How much is the cost? You're gathering information. Once you gather that information on those services, thanks. I appreciate it. I'll get this information to my executive and see if there's a way for you to help me and these children out. Bottom line, you do not try and get your mom, your sister, your cousin as your customer. Do not try and drive them through your storefront and acquire them as a customer. When you're brand new, get the information gathered, get it to the executive, hire us for free to build you a business. We will acquire your first few customers for you. That way you learn how to do it the proper way. That way you become qualified instantly when you first sign up. We'll get you those customers. You'll become a qualified team trainer. To do that, you need a minimum of 3 preferred services, which you have to get 5 points. Every service has a point value assigned to it. But in all honesty, if you do that Strive for 5 and you follow this system we just went through, you get a free cell phone, free digital home phone, you won't be at 5 points. You'll be qualified with a minimum of 36 points, and we can help you do that. That's a great way to get off to a fast start, and at the same time, if you do that, you've just provided 100 meals for children that were going hungry here in the United States. So not only have you hit your first promotion and qualified, but you're helping some children out at the same time, which is a great thing you can be doing. Now, the second step, as far as getting that $1,000 bonus, is we want you to build a 100 names list. And you want to start with A-listers and flat tire friends, we call it. Your A-listers, number one, is business owners. Anyone you know that owns a company, owns a small, medium, large-sized business, put them at the top of your list. Anyone with network marketing background, put them at the top of your list. High-income individuals, doctors, lawyers, VPs, put them at the top of your list. Your flat tire friends. These are folks you're out on the interstate, 2 in the morning, you blow a tire, run over a nail. These are the people you can call, and they'll show up and help you out and give you a ride. After that, get your list as big as possible. Do it alphabetically. Use Facebook, use your phone book. Get as many people on your list as possible, and our goal is to show 20 people the ACN overview in your first 72 hours. There's several ways we can show people the ACN overview. Number one, we can use the webinar. The online video. A lot of people, that's the first way they take a look at ACN. Two, you can get them on a three-way call with your expert, and they can share some information with your potential business partner. PBRs, that's one of the most effective ways to build your ACN business. It stands for Private Business Reception. It's basically a home meeting, a home presentation. It's laid back. You can invite some friends, family, 10, 15, 20 people over to the house, have some snacks, lemonade, tea, chip salsa, whatever. An executive will come to your home, take 15, 20 minutes, go through a quick presentation, and they will help you get customers right there in your house, and they're going to sign some business partners up for you right there in your home. You'd want to set that up within about 3 days of partnering with ACN. We can do 2-on-1 business meetings, lunches, coffee shops. You can bring an executive with you, meet with one of your buddies for lunch, and they can share the ACN overview with them. BOMs, that stands for Business Opportunity Meeting. We've got meetings all over the country in hotels, offices. You can invite people to those. But no matter what you're doing, when you set your PBR up, that's great. You know, if it's Monday and you set your PBR up for Wednesday night, that's a great thing to do. But between now and your home meeting, your PBR, we want to invite 30 people to watch the overview at www.solidresidual.com within the next 3 days. See, our goal is to show 20 people the overview. I think you need to invite about 30. From what I've seen, you need to invite about 30 to have 20 eyeballs, 40 eyeballs, 20 people actually view the webinar, the online company overview at solidresidual.com. Now, if you do this right, you get qualified, you get your Strive for 5 going, you invite 10 people a day over your first 3 days in the business. What's going to happen is you're going to find your first couple business partners. You're going to have all your customers. We're going to help them get their customers. And if you follow that system, you're going to earn $1,000 before your private business reception even happens. Imagine that story. Your friends, your family members come over to your house Wednesday night. You partnered up on Monday. You got your customers. You got a few people that watched the webinar. They partnered up. You earned $1,000 in your first 2 days. And Wednesday night, people show up at your house, and they ask you, how's it going? How long have you been working? You say, well, I started with the company Monday. I already earned my first $1,000. If we have a great night tonight, I'm hoping to put another $1,000 in my pocket after what we do tonight. That's a great start to your business, and that sets the tone for the rest of your career with ACN. So we want everybody to get off to a fast start. Now, what do you say to these 30 people that you're going to invite to take a look at the webinar? You're going to basically follow this script. And once again, it doesn't have to be word for word, but you want to stay pretty darn close. So if I'm calling one of my friends, I say, hey, Bob, listen, it's Tony. Are you going to be near a computer later? Yes or no? Most people say yes. Most people are near a computer right then and there. And so I say, Bob, listen, it's Tony. Are you going to be near a computer later? Well, listen, I started working on a new project. I've got something you're going to want to see. What's your best email address? Write it down. I'm going to email you a link to a website. It's got a 17-minute video on it. Trust me, you're going to want to see this. I'll send it off to you. Send me a reply. Let me know you got it. Now, if they ask any questions, listen, I don't have time to get into it right now. I'm really busy, but it's a project my friend's working on with energy deregulation and essential services. The website video will explain everything. Trust me, Bob, you're going to want to see this. I'll send out this email. Send me a reply so I know you got it. We can touch base later. Get off the phone fast. All you're doing is getting them to take a look. Your phone call should be less than 45 seconds. If it's longer than 45 seconds, you're wasting your time and you're wasting their time. Just get them to take a look at the online webinar. Pretty simple concept. If you get voicemails, and you're going to get a lot of voicemails, hey, Bob, it's Tony. I've got great news. Call me as soon as you get this. Hang up. That's the only voicemail you leave. Don't explain anything on the voicemail. Don't invite them to look at the webinar on the voicemail. Hey, I've got great news. Call me as soon as you get this. The webinar invite works, and it works great, but bottom line is you've got to follow that script or it won't work. And we want a bunch of people taking a look at the online webinar at solidresidual.com. The more people that take a look at it, the more business partners you're going to sign up. So if you get your customers, you get qualified, you get your Strive for 5 going, you get up to 20, 30, 36 points minimum by getting those free services, what you're going to do is basically become what we call an executive team trainer within your first few days of working with ACN. As an executive team trainer, you need a minimum of 7 points. Well, we've already got you around 36 points by doing the Strive for 5, and you need 2 business partners. Let me tell you something. You invite 10 people to take a look at the webinar a day for 3 days in a row, you're going to have your couple business partners. That puts you in a position to earn up to $3,000 a month in customer acquisition bonuses, and by getting your Strive for 5, you're going to put well over $1,000 in Fast Start bonuses above and beyond the $3,000 you can earn as the executive team trainer bonuses kick in. You help 3 people hit executive team trainer, you move up to executive team leader, now you can earn up to $7,000. The numbers keep getting bigger and bigger, but bottom line, our goal is to help you earn that $1,000 in your first 7 to 10 days, and we're going to train you how to do it. There's a lot of different levels of training, guys. There's conference calls that we run every Monday evening. If you want to get added to the conference call reminder text list, you can text the letters ACN. Don't put the quotes around it. Just text ACN to 512-843-8259, and that will immediately add you to the text list. You won't get bombarded. We send about 1 text a week just to remind people the Monday night call's coming up. It's at 7 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Mountain, 9 Central, 10 p.m. Eastern, and the number is 712-432-1413, and the PIN number is 431190#. We send that text out so you remember. We train people exactly what they need to do to grow their business every Monday night. We have local and regional trainings. Just contact your local leaders, your executives, people that invited you to take a look at the ACN information. They can track down local meetings. Maybe they're in a different city than you are. That's fine. There are going to be local meetings all over the country. If there's not local meetings in your area, we can help start one as your organization grows. You can utilize the training here at the Solid Residual website, www.solidresidual.com. If you follow the system, guys, it works. You can put $1,000 in your pocket in your first 7 to 10 days. Think about how simple this system is. You invite people to go to a website. They watch the overview. They like it, and most people like it. Then they watch the training webinar that you're watching right now. They watch that training webinar, and they're saying to themselves, okay, I can get customers. I wouldn't mind having a free cell phone. I wouldn't mind having a free home phone. And I know a bunch of people that would like to take a look at this webinar. And they invite people to look at the webinar. And those people look at the webinar. They start getting customers. You start getting paid bonuses. Your friend starts getting paid bonuses. And it just continues to duplicate over and over and over again. We've got people that literally override millions of customers using our system, guys. It flat out works. So all you have to do to find success with ACN is watch that overview, get other people to watch the overview, watch the training, get other people to watch the training, and then start following the system. Now, that'll put $1,000 in your pocket in your first 7 to 10 days or faster. You can do it slower if you'd like. You own your own company, but I'm just telling you, the slower you go, the harder this business is. We don't need a lot of your time. We basically need you to follow the system. You can invite 30 people to take a look at the webinar in under 30 minutes. In 3 days, if you average working 10 minutes a day and you can make $1,000 in 3 days, that's pretty good income per hour. And then if you want to go higher than $1,000, if you're someone saying, what about $5,000 a month? What about $10,000 a month? What are the guys and gals that are making $100,000 a month? How do I get to the higher levels? How could I fire my boss and replace my full-time income? That comes with the international training events, guys. And you can go to www.acnreg.com, and you can see where the next up-and-coming international training event is going to be. There's not a lot of them. There's a few of them each year. But I would recommend, if you want to go further than just making $1,000 or $500 a month, if you want to go further than that, it's imperative that you get the most training and the best training that you can underneath your belt. And that will only happen at the international training events. www.acnreg.com. You can see where the event is, and you can register right there on the spot. So I appreciate you guys taking a look at this training webinar. Those of you that like this information, that know that you can find customers, you know you can have people watch the webinars, you know you can get people excited about the ACEN information, and you know you can help feed hundreds, if not thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of children over the next few months and few years by partnering with ACEN. If you know you can find success, you need to contact the individual that invited you to this website. You need to ask them to speak to an executive. Maybe they are an executive, team trainer or higher, but you need to have them connect you with an executive if they're not one, and you need to get all your questions answered, and you need to get partnered up with ACN, and you need to put $1,000 in your pocket in the next 7 to 10 days. Have a great night, and we'll see you at the top.